The time has come to go on a little adventure because I am sick and tired of having wood scaffolding or having dirt scaffolding or things like that, because every time I want to go up there and troubleshoot this farm, I need to build a pillar up. And I think it's time we go search for bamboo forest to find the scaffolding. But as you can see, we have a couple of dudes in here, and sooner or later it's gonna become squishy in there. But we'll get to villagers later on, because very recently on the Afterlife server I did some things with villagers, so we'll take a bit of a break with that. The iron farm is functioning. It's slow though. I took all the stock out. It's slow. I may need to rethink things with this, but first objective right now is to find a bamboo forest. So I'm gonna go on the adventure. If there's anything interesting along the way, I'll bring you in for that. If there's nothing interesting, I'll meet you by the bamboo forest. I'll be back pretty soon, but let the adventure begin. And I already saw some pumpkin over there. Gonna grab the pumpkin. We'll obviously grab anything we see along the way that is pretty significant. Almost killed myself right there. This is a nice looking area over here. Normally when I create Minecraft worlds, I pick my base location too fast and I don't explore enough. But it's fine, it's good. We have a space we're gonna use right now. Let me grab the pumpkins and we see what is next for our adventure. I'm about to leave the mountains biome that's just next to my base. Ooh. 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 Whoa. This is pretty nice. Anyway, I'm about to leave the mountain biome that's by my base, and we're exploring the new biomes here. But I just thought about this thing of Minecraft doesn't really have that much exploration. You don't need to explore that much. You find a spot to set up and that's kind of where you are. So in the future it would be cool if they can add some reasons to travel. You have to travel for this kind of reason. Like I know Jay from the Afterlife server, he mentioned that maybe mending books should only be a thing you find in the end. I'm guessing Minecraft YouTubers and Minecrafters in general always have these discussions of what could they do? What could they add? But yes, I think exploration. Exploration is a thing that makes sense to have more of that. Like, I mean, look at us now. We're going on a Minecraft adventure here. It's only to find bamboo, but it's still interesting looking at all these designs and things and that pop up. And I am so many blocks away from home, and only now I realize that the smarter thing would have been to go fight the dragon and to get Elytra and then to fly for this, but then we wouldn't have had this adventure as I mentioned earlier. So it's fine. Traveling back may suck. I'll just watch some YouTube videos on the side while I do this adventure. But nothing interesting I have been found since then. I found some sweet berries. Maybe we can set up some defenses or whatever. That's the only thing I found. Nothing for blocks and for miles. It seems I found the first really interesting thing on my trip. We have a village, and obviously we're gonna raid this village and see if there's anything interesting, because maybe we don't need to head to a bamboo forest. Hopefully that is the case over here. So let me explore, see if there's anything decent. I don't need anything else really. I just want the bamboo and maybe some saplings. If you don't mind, Mr. Villagers. Can I have some bamboo, please? Bamboo, please? Looking at these horses, obviously, I could have used a horse for this adventure. I don't have a saddle, though. That makes so much sense. I think I had a saddle at home, even. We'll have to check up on that if I even remember. That could have sped up this whole journey so much. Freedom! Get out of there, Mr. Nitwit. I think we found our second interesting location. Is this a Pillager Outpost? And do I even dare? No, I don't. I'm not gonna risk anything. Let's see how bad it is. I haven't explored one. I've seen one, but I haven't explored one at all. and I don't want to risk death over here, we can take a closer look. I'm sure we'll be fine, right? Nope. 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 Never mind, gentlemen. Never mind. I'm just gonna pass through and mind me own business. Don't follow me. Just don't. I found some more interesting things. We have a shipwreck, but we have a little bit of an ice biome here at the back. It may be far now. Is that tropical? It may be far out, but we can obviously always set up some portals and things. That's interesting. I'm gonna let me do this. We take a screenshot and we have the ice biome. Let's see, what do we have in here? Buried treasure map, which we should probably check out. That's it. That's a waste. This frozen ocean biome thingy is absolutely huge. And I've never seen this. A shipwreck that's in the ice, that's above water. That is so cool. The story that would have caused this shipwreck, that must be pretty cool. Huh, I haven't had much luck with the shipwrecks, but we should obviously check this one out. And I don't have silk touch, so we're not keeping any of the ice. Let's just go in right here and see what we get. Hey, emeralds! That is not the worst find. I don't care for that. I don't really care for any of those. Okay, can I reach you? Take the buried treasure. Should probably go for the buried treasure. Feathers. Let's grab feathers. I'm regretting my base spot. I have ice right here. I have a village right here. This is such a better location. We got the spruce forests over there. I think it's called spruce forest. We got turtles. Why didn't I explore more? Why did I just choose the spot I had? Though I did explore a little bit, but for future seasons, remind me for future seasons to explore a whole lot before settling, because this is so good. I want to move here. There we go. We found a Badlands. A mesa used to be called. We found the Badlands. That is cool. Can get some terracotta from here. I should just take a screenshot of that. Then we have this. At least biomes are changing, so I can probably travel through this. See if I can get bamboo forest from this point, because it was so much of the same over and over. We have some plains, and then we have the spruce forest thingies, and we got mountains, and we got plains, and finally something different. This is cool. I should actually get the one that's closest to me. Oh, a print screen of the location closer to me, but at least we have this now. So I found ice and I found this. This is a pretty successful episode because we're finding all these locations, which I would have had to find anyway, but now I'm just doing it on camera and it takes you on the adventure with me. Is that acacia? Or is it just the... No, it's just oak. Yes, we continue because we need bamboo. All of this just bamboo. Leave me alone, dude. I have spent about 3 to 4 hours most likely. I've been watching YouTube videos, so I don't know the exact amount of time I've spent. But I just can't find a jungle. So I do think we have to call it at some point. It will become a waste of time if I continue doing this. So I'm gonna check out beyond this water. And if we don't find anything, then I think it's time for us to just use a seed thingy, I don't know what it's called, and try and find the bamboo forest, which is most likely around the corner from my base. But KB wants an adventure. This man wanted to go on an adventure and find it himself, because honor and stuff and whatevers. Anyway, I'm truly losing my mind. But yes, if we don't find it beyond the waters, we are using biome thingy. And I think that's it. I think we're calling it. We are finally back home. Probably traveled about 10,000 blocks. Don't know if I'm over exaggerating, but I feel it's close to that. And as you can see, we're coming in from the other side. We left that side, we came in this side, so we went a full circle thing around. So probably around here there's a bamboo forest. But now we're gonna use the website where you put in the seed and you can find the locations and things like that. But yes, we're back home many hours later, and we can have a quick look at everything we brought back. At least it was a fruitful trip, even though we didn't find what we were actually looking for. I have a lot of screenshots of all the different locations where I can find things, so maybe we'll use those, maybe we'll find closer things, but this is what we got. Important stuff. We have vines now. We got some sweet berries and mushrooms that I can plant, some pumpkins. We got kelp, that is pretty cool. Some acacia saplings, different colors there. We have the dark oat saplings. I think I crossed 5 or 6 villages. That's why we have 7 bells. One of them had multiple ones. We have a name tag, got a diamond, some obsidian, maps, buried treasures. Oh, cactus, obviously. So it was a fruitful trip. But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to rest my feet for a second. We can rest our feet for a second. And then I'll go find the bamboo forest. That is such an anticlimactic end to our grand journey to find scaffolding, to find the bamboo, but in the end I found it at least. And as you can see, I planted and placed everything we found on our adventure, so now we can start preparing for future farms and future things. But the bamboo was all the way in that direction. It was about 5,000 blocks that way, and we explored everything on this side, so I would have never found that jungle, but at least we did. And now we have scaffolding, and I already tested it out by the iron farm. So now I can get to the top and see what's wrong, and it seems nothing's wrong with it. It runs. Sometimes it just stops functioning. Maybe it's just villagers refreshing things or whatever that is, and then it keeps going again. So I have 40 blocks of iron, and I have some more in storage. But another thing I was doing off camera, so I'm just expanding these roads all the way up to the windmill wheat farm up the top. And it's just the same design that I'm taking all the way up there. And I thought here we can have a nice decorative something at some point, because another road will be going around that way. So it's a nice center, kind of maybe a fountain or something. You can let me know if you have suggestions for what I can put over there. That can look pretty cool. We'll have walls and things and leaves and stuff coming along this way, and it connects up to that point. And I can see that once I have roads in, this place will start looking way better. So if we just go up a little bit, you can get an idea of what is happening over here. It's looking pretty good. It's looking pretty good. For the next phase of my journey, I had to put up this notice board, because we have to plan out what we're doing next. And it involves getting a beacon, because if we can get the beacon, we can speed up resource collection, which will speed up projects, and it will speed up the whole process of clearing spaces for specific projects, like the sugarcane farm. We can then take it down to bedrock, so it makes sense to work towards the beacon. But this is what that involves. We're gonna have to build an XP farm, because in order to get to that end goal, we're gonna need a fortune pick, because I need better armor. I don't have good armor. I've got iron armor. And we need to get to enchanted diamond armor, but once again we need XP for that. And once we have the fortune pick to get the diamond armor, we can make an ender chest by exploring the nether for the blaze and things like that. Oh, that's another challenge. And then eventually we can grind for killing the wither to get the beacon. So it kind of makes sense. We have a notice board now, we can note down our journey. We are working towards a beacon, so most likely in this episode, I'm gonna try and finish up the XP farm to get things rolling to get towards the beacon. I think that makes sense. Does it make sense? I think so. Now obviously I'd like to have a skeleton spawner as my XP farm, but I remember that I have this spider spawner, poisonous spider spawner here in the mine shafts, and then I decided let me explore some more, and conveniently placed right up here we have a second one. And am I hearing more spiders? Nope. Where did that spider come from? Where did that... Was he just trapped on that side? Is there another spider spawner here? Nope, creeper. Okay, let me see if I can find another spider spawner, and I think I'll clear some space around them as well while I'm at it. These two spider spawners are definitely convenient. It's very close to my base. I'll make a proper entrance later on, but for now I can just run through the mines because it's very close. And you'll see how close the spawns are to each other as well. It's that. That is so cool. So I'm just gonna clear the rest of this because I didn't bring water. I brought the buckets. I brought no water. I'll do that in a second. But all I'm gonna do is clear the room big enough so they can spawn. We'll funnel them into probably a 2-block space, and then have a spot I can stand and slice, collect the XP. Nothing fancy, very basic. And I'm gonna try to come up with a design by myself, which should be fine. Let's see how that goes. Here we have the double spider XP grinder version 1. I'm gonna have to tweak stuff, but I can show you what I have. I made a funnel that comes in here, and then I can slice the spiders, get the loot, get the XP. I like this. This kind of opens up so XP can flow through. This side I can go inside for maintenance. No, don't. Can get in there to do some maintenance if I need. But now the one thing is I see the spiders like to go to the top corners here. So we're going to tweak this. I am going to make a bit of a water elevator to push them forward and to push them up into a corner where I can then slice them. Kind of use the mechanic where they like to climb to shove them into a space where I can kill them. But yes, we just have water straight at the back, coming 8 blocks, so it stops by this block, and then we have the sideways funnel pushing them to the center. We'll keep more or less that. I just need to make a bubble elevator to go a little bit up. In theory, this should do it. The water system I have will funnel them to the center. They'll come through into the bubble elevator. They'll be shoved up here and get locked in this little chamber. And then naturally they want to climb to the top. So I have a little bit of a gap. I can slice them. And if I'm correct, the XP can still get through the bottom. We'll just have to test that. But I do think this is the actual design. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the risk, remove all the torches from inside the farm, and then we see if it actually works. I think I'm done. I think it has been finished. So I've kind of a entrance with a wall here so I can keep it nice and dark in here. Some basic decoration. And I have beds in here. I just have to kind of keep it balanced. You can look into the room and see how they spawn, which probably is not the best idea because lighting levels and stuff, and less will spawn. Though I don't know. But there it is. We have millions of spiders ready to give me XP. Now this is not the best design. It's something I just threw together with my limited knowledge. But it works. I can kill all these spiders. I can get the XP. I don't think the loot will be collecting nicely. But whatever I collect in my inventory we can use, which will be a lot of string, a lot of spider eyes. And all that's left is to build an enchanting setup. XP farm, check. Nice, we have completed the first thing on our quest to get to the beacons, and I can show you the final product. But also in this episode we went exploring and we finally found bamboo so we can make scaffolding. And we collected all the trees along the way and some cactus and some some vines and some of the cocoa beans over there. But over here I have a new entrance that goes straight down to my spider XP farm. Just jump down, and then there we have it. I decorated it, we have an enchanting setup, some storage for all the different kind of books and armors and whatever. And then I made some upgrades here, where I removed the planks we had in the middle with the trapdoors, because the XP didn't come out at all. So I just placed fences. I have... What are those called? Fence gates. I have fence gates above the bubble elevators so that the water streams doesn't mix. We have water at the back, pushing them to the front. And now I can just go ahead, slice them, get XP, get a little bit of the loot. I may need to bring some more hoppers at the front here and have the chest right over here. Let me just do this so I remember. And that is it for the spider farm. We have XP, as you can see I have a 41 level, so I can start working on getting the gear we need. The diamond gear. I need fortune though. I think I'll work on fortune first, then we work on the diamond gear, because then I can mine diamonds, and then we can go get the ender chest, because that will probably be the easiest one to get, and then we work on the beacon, and all of that we'll do in the next episode, because that's going to do it for this one. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you soon.